We will start today's interview. Today is October 22nd, and the student I'm going to interview is Miss Shuyang. Okay, Shuyang, can you tell me which grade are you going to apply?
I'm going to apply for grade 9 to parallel in my existing level.
Oh, yeah, so you're currently also a ninth grader. That's good. You are going to quite prepared. Because I understand you're going to apply for the spring, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And can you tell me your date of birth?
Yes, it's December the 12th in 2000.
Okay, December 12th, 2000. Good. Also, have you already taken some English tests? TOEFL or SAT or SLAP? Have you taken SLAP? Okay, what is your score?
Is 46. Sorry, 64.
64. Okay, that's totally different. Okay, wonderful. That's a good score. Okay, Shuyang, next I want to move to some of your school life. Okay, I want to learn more about you as a student. So could you please first maybe describe for me a typical school day for you? A typical school day, like what time you have to go to school, how many classes you have, do you participate in any extracurricular activities? When do you go back home? What do you usually do? So just a typical school day. Okay.
Okay. I study in grade 9 in Shuyang Private High School. I go to school at 7 a.m. every day. I have Chinese, math, English, chemistry, physical, art, PE, and history, biography. Let me see.
Do you talk about biology, right? Not biography.
Uh,
You just mentioned that you have classes, Chinese, English, and biography. I think it's biology.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so interesting. Then it seemed, is it like every day you have about 7 classes, or how many classes do you have each day?
For classes in sorry, I'm too nervous.
Don't worry.
4 in the morning and maybe 4 in the afternoon.
Oh wow, totally 8 classes. Wow, that's quite a busy day. So when will you get off school? Is it like will be 5 p.m.?
No, it's 3/4 past 5.
Wow, 5:45. That's quite late. So after class,
Sometimes 6 o'clock.
Oh, 6 o'clock. Wow, that's a lot. Then after class, do you have like maybe some school sports or some student clubs? Is there?
Our school don't have any club, but I maybe sometimes in my spare time, I'm a student reporter in my community, and when I have free time, I would teach Chinese tongue twister in our community for SIG. And I am also a leader at our drama club, not in our school. No, kind of not in our school, but the member is our classmate.
Okay, got it. So it's not a school activity, but you have a drama club. Interesting. So do you have some many performances each year for your drama club? Do you have any performance?
Yes, I have been to. I have been joining dancing performance.
Interesting. Okay. So do you really enjoy performing at the stage?
Yes, I like
Okay.
that feeling very much. I won first prize that time.
Okay. So do you feel nervous when you perform in front of a large audience?
First, at the first time, yes. Then no.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Later on, when you become more have practiced a lot, have lots of experiences. You're really enjoying that, right? Good for you. I'm glad you really enjoy it. So I know pretty much like every day you have to go back home because the school ends like 5:45 or sometimes even 6 p.m. Can you tell me, so what do you usually do in the evening at home? How long you have to study, finish your homework?
We have quite a lot of homework. I just start my homework when I get home, and I have to finish it. And sometimes the average time is like 12 p.m. and sometimes 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, 1 a.m. to a.m. That's too much. Firstly I thought we had this interview so late that I feel really bad. Now I know actually it's pretty much every night you're awake at around 11 p.m., right?
It's all right.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you can have a little more rest. Okay, quite a busy day, quite a busy day. I am very impressed. Let me ask you, what is your favorite subject? You mentioned you.
My favorite subject?
Uh-huh.
It's hard to say. I tried hard to balance all of my subjects. My teacher said I'm more talented in liberal arts. I'm not totally agree with that though. I think I'm talented in many different areas like memorizing and experiencing. If I really had to make a choice, I think maybe it's history or biography.
Oh, that's totally different fields, right? One is humanities, social science, another is physical science. Okay, so can you tell me, yeah, I'm quite curious, it's totally different field, so why do you really enjoy biology?
Because the teacher is interesting.
Oh, you have a great teacher, that's very inspiring. Okay. Good. Let's go to the opposite. I know you try to balance and try to make sure you do well in all the subjects, and it's really hard for you to tell what is your favorite one. But if we do the opposite, I ask you what are the least favorite subject. Do you have any least favorite subject? Some class you're not so enjoying?
Yes, I have to say it's mathematics. I was very good at math until the difficult period of time in grade 7. I was totally out of form at that time. Just like I distracted from the class for a while, and all of a sudden I found myself left behind. Luckily, I fixed my problem and made a great progress in grade 8.
Wonderful. I'm glad to know you finally made efforts to catch up. That's great. Yeah, that happened. I mean, when new topic is introduced, then for whatever reason, sometimes you get lost. But as long as you're aware of that and you work hard to improve yourself, that's wonderful. Okay, I'd like to know, what do you do for fun in your free time?
I do a lot of different kind of things. I have been very involved in extracurricular activities like singing, dancing, drawing, and lecturing. I like drawing. I just started learning some Chinese traditional painting, and I like singing. I like singers all around the world with different singing styles, and I love rap. I'm talented in that.
Wow, can you show me a little bit?
What?
Can you show me a little bit about your rap?
Okay.
Okay.
Is it okay if it's in Korea?
That's okay. Never mind. I just catch that rhyme.
Oh, thank you. Let me see. 유가수 유민나를 타나 어깨털어 애꿎등자 레쿠비 오레쿠리 오는 타 캐러핑자 수만 카트를 난 같은 자 순서디 모래 손짓하는 모습 강같이 수강가디 내게 파인 털어 철에 날 눌러 건속기수 유민이가 틀어 덤풀어 더그 하가시가 나를 나지 않을 톱에 나지 않을고 나의 너 queen 유만 눌러.
Wow, bravo, bravo, wonderful. So, do you know how to speak Korean? Do you know the language, or it's just for this? Do you call it K-pop, right? Then I'm just curious.
I,
Do you really know how to speak Korean, or it's just for the rap thing? You know some Korean words.
I have no idea about how to speak Korean.
Oh,
I
okay.
just repeat what I have heard.
Okay.
I'm a quick learner in
No
music.
problem. I just show your talents. Wonderful. That's great. Okay, I'm so glad you really enjoy yourself. You have quite interest in different fields. Wonderful. You're talking about the singing, dancing, and before that you say like a drama club things. I've learned a lot about your talents in arts. I'm quite impressed about your artistic talents. How about sports? Do you like,
Mm,
yeah, play sports? Is there any?
sports are the most sport activities I'm favorite is long distance running and swimming.
Oh, long distance running. So you can maybe join the cross country team when you come to the US to study, and also swimming. Wonderful. Good. You talk about this long distance running or cross country. Do you have time to practice? You just mentioned at your school, like get off school sometimes about 6 p.m. So I'm just curious, do you have time to practice your running?
Yes, I practice in our school when I have free time
Mm-hmm.
on the
Okay.
playground.
Okay. Good. Good. Wonderful. Do you have PE class every day?
No, we have PE class on Monday and Thursday and Wednesday.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm glad you have provided lots of information to learn about your school life. Now I wonder, can you tell me? We talk about a little bit how you're applying to the U.S. Why are you interested in starting in the U.S.? For what reason you want to? I know you're currently a nice grade at your school. You want to transfer, just spend your second semester in the U.S.
I want to study. I want to study here is because I have been to a summer camp in 2013.
Okay, 2013.
And at that time, in those 20 days journey, I taste the charm of American studying. I found out that there, the students are encouraged to participate in extracurricular activities, not just endless tests. And
Okay.
more sports and courses are available. I like the flexible environment system in America. Compare with Chinese education existing education system. Maybe here, the score of our examination decides whether you will be a successful person in the future or not. If you do bad in your test, our teacher will say, you are a bad student, we don't like you. Then I think it's not a good way to decide. So I think I will fit in well in American education system more.
Okay, I agree with you. Personally, I also think in China, the high school, it's a little bit too stressful for students, and it's too much. They put too much focus on academics, and we actually hope the student can be a well-rounded student, right? Can develop both academically, socially, emotionally. So, okay, I'm glad you made this tough choice. However, on the other hand, I wonder, you pretty much have a high expectation of your education in the U.S. But how about the challenge and the difficulties? Have you also anticipated what kind of challenge you might encounter when you study in the U.S.? What might be the difficulties?
Yes, I have thought a lot about that before I made the decision. Maybe the culture shock will be big and everywhere in my daily life in America. And there's some and I'm not very good at spoken English because in China, in our daily life, I don't have many chances to practice it. But I'm not very worried about that actually, because one reason is I have studied in English for more than 8 years. I'm good at listening, reading, and writing. And another reason is I'm a quick learner in language, so I think I can fix all the problems.
Great. I really appreciate your confidence. I would think your English is pretty good. Actually, though I want to ask, have you taken classes like out of school? Have you taken some extra classes to improve your English? Your English is pretty good.
No.
Oh, it's basically only depend on your classroom in learning, right? Wow, that's even better. Okay, great. I have my last question is, I know you're ninth grade, so you just think about this, your middle school years, okay, from 7th to ninth grade. Actually, in your case, just think about what happened during the past 2 years. If you could do one thing differently, what would it be? Think about you're ninth grade now, right? Think about the past 2 years at this middle school, okay, 7th grade and 8th grade. If you could do one thing differently, if you could change one thing, okay, what would that be?
If I could change one thing.
If you could do one thing differently, let's just make the assumption if time can go back. Think about how you lived your past 2 years. Is there anything you regret? You want, if you get another opportunity, you would like to fix it?
I think no. Maybe I enjoy all the memory I have in my high school. I love my classmates and my teacher. Though sometimes there's something unhappy happens, but they are part of my life. I don't think I will. I will want to change it or something.
Okay, good. That's no problem at all. I'm glad you had a great time in our high school years. Okay, wonderful. I think we're just finished our first part, and the second part I told you I'm going to show you English passage. Can you see it on your screen? Okay, when you feel you're ready, you can read out loudly. Okay.
Okay, let me have.
Take your time. And do you see that passage?
Yes, I
Okay.
can't. I can't see all of it. I'm going to put it in another.
If you move your mouse, just roll it down. Can you see the whole passage?
On page 2. There we go. Jack London's story. Call of the Wild tells of a dog stolen from California who is taken to Alaska during the Klondike Gold Rush in the late 1890s. Buck becomes a sled dog, part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters. It was inevitable that the clash for leadership should come. Buck wanted. He wanted it because it was his nature, because he had been gripped tied by that nameless, incomprehensible pride of the trail and trace, that pride which holds dogs in the toil to the last grasp, which lures them to die joyfully in a harness and breaks their hearts if they are cut out of the harness. This was the pride of day. As a wheel dog of sore legs that he pulled with all his strength, the pride that laid hold of them at break of camp, transforming them from sore and sullen brutes into straining, eager, ambitious creatures, the pride that spurred them on all day and dropped them at pitch of camp at night, letting them fall back into gloomy unrest and discontentment. This was the pride that bore up spite and made him thrash the last dogs who blundered and shirked in the traces or hid away and harnessed up time in fear Buck as a possible lead dog, and this was Buck's pride too.
Okay, thank you so much. How do you think about this passage? Do you feel you get the main idea?
Actually, no.
I know it's a little bit hard when you read it on the screen and read out it. Don't worry, I think I'm not going to ask very detailed, specific questions. Let's just start from when we read a passage. We always have those some W question, right? Why, what, when, how, and who. So let me start with the who. Who are the main characters? Who are the main characters of this passage?
Main characters?
The story tells about whom?
Bucks?
Yes, Buck. So what is a buck? What is Buck?
I'm not pretty sure.
Maybe the first sentence give you some clue?
A dog?
Yes, it is a dog. But what kind of dog? Is it like our a pet animal we keep at home? Or is some special type of dog?
Yes, the passage says it's a dog stolen from California who is taken to Alaska during the Klondike Gold Rush in the late 1890s.
Actually, if you continue, that give you even more clear idea what kind of dog is Buck.
A sled dog?
Yes, so that is actually my next question. I just wonder, do you have some idea what is a sled dog?
I have no idea. Maybe I can guess.
Okay, please. I would recommend you keep reading that sentence. Buck becomes a sled dog. Then, sometimes in reading comprehension, the next sentence, the next part, kind of explain the first part. So give you some idea. Have you read that part? Buck becomes a sled dog, a part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters.
Maybe. Is it just like...
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe what it is, but I guess I got it.
Yeah, I think when you think about just like, did you have Santa Claus in mind, right? Santa Claus has the reindeer, and so that's also kind of give you the idea what a sled it looks like. Yeah, okay, you got to the background. Then my next question is, if you remember in this passage, you not only the name of Buck, there's some other dog's name mentioned, Dave, Solek, Space, go on and on. And as I just remind you to read the the sled dog part, they work as a team. So my question is, what is the relationship between Buck and the other dogs? Did they get along very well? They were friendly to each other? Or based on this passage, is there's some conflict? There was some conflict. They were fighting for something. What do you think? Okay, I repeat my question. This is a group of dogs, and what was their relationship?
I saw that Dave was a wheel dog.
A wheel dog is one dog of this group, and they have different roles. But I don't ask about what type of dog. Now my question is about the relationship. Okay, this is a group of dogs, so they had to work together. But what was the relationship among them? I know it is hard. just think about whether they were great, they were good friends to each other, they supported each other, they love each other, or they had some conflict. Buck wanted to be something, and the other dogs had the same hope. They have the same ambition with them, so which caused them have some fight. So which way? It's like 50-50. Just make your decision. Have you read this sentence? It said it was inevitable that the clash for leadership should come.
I thought I have.
Okay.
I thought maybe I have seen that Bugs want to be a leader.
Exactly. Buck wanted to be a leader, but how about the other dogs? Did they want just to follow Buck? Okay, they didn't want to be the leader. They just want to be the follower. They want to follow Buck. Oh, they also wanted to be the leader, which caused the conflict.
Maybe they also want to be it.
Yes. Yeah, if you read carefully, you will notice there are some other dogs had the same ambition. Okay, don't worry. As I mentioned, it was a little bit hard to comprehend this passage, especially under this condition. Okay, good job, good job. I'm quite impressed by your English. I think you have done a good job. Very strong English skills, and I like your personality. That's wonderful. Okay. Okay, I think we're done for the interview for today. And so I thank you again, Shuyang, for your time. And I also wish you good luck.
Okay, thank you for your time too. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Same here, same here.